Welcome back to another anime recommendation video. This time the recommendation will be on the anime called A Galaxy Next Door. Now the genre tags that are on this anime are romance, seinen, and supernatural. Now I recommend watching this anime if you want to watch something a little bit more lighthearted, something more wholesome, and something slightly a little bit more mature. Like I said, this is a seinen. Now, this is one of those animes with the plot that they meet each other and they end up getting engaged like in the first day of knowing each other. Kind of like Nisekoi, but difference between this and Nisekoi is that Nisekoi is more of a harem and this is more of just a normal romance. And also, another difference is that in Nisekoi, they didn't actually like each other. But in this one, they're actually trying to make an effort, or at least the girl is for the most part. She's trying to make an effort to actually fall in love with him. Now, the main character of the anime is a guy named Ichiro. He just finished high school when he became a manga, but around that same time his father passed away, so he has to take care of his little brother and sister, and he's trying to get money by being a manga to try to put his little siblings to college, but at the same time he also runs like an apartment complex because his father owned an apartment complex before he passed away. He actually gave that to him, I guess, in his will. Now, the main woman of the anime name is Shiori, and she's the star princess of some island. The first star princess was her grandmother, who got affected by a parasite that came from a meteorite. Now, Shiori got into reading manga about a year ago, where she started reading the main character shoujo manga that he makes, and she also learned how to draw by tracing his characters and all that, his panels. So she's like a fan of his. So the first episode begins with Ichiro struggling to meet a deadline for his next manga chapter, and his editor calls him up saying that he has somebody that's probably could be an assistant for him, and he meets this assistant at a park, and that turns out to be Shiori, and it's not really like love at first sight, but you can tell that he kind of finds her attractive. So something ends up going wrong, and they have to pull an all-nighter just to finish the manga on time, and and at the end of it all, they're like really tired, so they fall asleep right where they was working. When Ichiro wakes up, he sees something sticking out of Shiori's back, and it looks like it's like one of those G pens that you use for making manga. Yeah, so Ichiro thinks that she stabbed herself with that pen, so he tries to pull it out of her, but he ends up pricking his finger on the stinger that's coming out of her back. Because, like I said, she's like one of those stars. She's like one of those star people, and they have some type of like weird ability where that if somebody like gets stung by their stinger, they get like a attachment to them, and they can't really like leave their side or anything like that, or like something bad's gonna happen to them. Yeah, so after Ichiro gets stung by Shiori's stinger, that wakes her up, and then she's originally upset with him, but then he explains himself, so she starts to calm down, and then they talk it out, and she said that he has to get engaged to her now. So in the end, Shiori ends up not being that upset by it because she just comes to the conclusion that they just have to fall in love with each other now because she reads a lot of shoujo manga, and in those shoujo mangas, she thinks like that the love in them are also ridiculously fun, that she wants to do it too. So she has like a whole idea that she wants her life to be like a shoujo manga somewhat. But now Ichiro's he's kind of like upset by it because he's like, oh, I can't get engaged to you. I don't even know you. And he's like, oh, well, we need to find a way that we can get the stinger out of his finger so that they won't be connected anymore. Now, I find that the stinger thing connection is kind of unfair for the guys because, like, there's really no downsides for her because, like, if she was to, like, go too far away from him, like, he would end up getting sick and she had to come back and she had to, like, spend time with him just for him to get better. Also, even if she gets upset about something, because it was one time she was on the train, like, it was, like, crowded, and just her being, like, uncomfortable on the train made him get sick, too. Not only that, there's also another time where he just like pulled her arm and she didn't like the way he pulled on her, and that made her nose bleed. Like like he has like all the bad side effects of this whole connection. But what I like about the anime is that there's really no real drama that's going on because like, but in the first couple episodes they fall in love with each other. I think she falls in love with him first, and then like in the next episode, then he falls in love with her. Like it's not really it's not too much drama going on, and it's really just they just kind of have like a relationship where they're just trying to get to know each other, and it's kind of just it's kind of nice to watch because there's some romance animes where it's like it's just so many misunderstanding after misunderstanding, it starts to get old. So this one I like how like they actually talk about their feelings, and they actually try to get to know each other, and it's not really no misunderstanding that make some pointless drama. Oh yeah. Also, I like how like the little sister and little brother has a part in their relationship. Cause like I said, since he's taking care of his like little siblings, so like they also have to like play a role in being around Shiori as well. And I like how they actually support their older brother going out and finding a girlfriend. Cause like there's actually an episode where like they're going, like the family is supposed to be going to like their father's gravesite, and then like the dude, he's looking for like his like little brother and sister, and then he finds them holding hands with Shiori, and then he's all like, "Hey, let's go, we gotta go," and then like the little brother wouldn't let go of Shiori's hand because he want her to come too. So I kind of like that they're supportive of the whole relationship. Yeah, so if you think this anime sounds interesting, you should check it out. I know I enjoyed it quite a bit. Anyway, that's my anime recommendation video on the Galaxy Next Door, and I'll catch y'all guys next time. Take care.